Watch closely tonight and watch your Margaret Wolf exercising. Call in when you see it, and you'll win a fabulous prize.
On first.
Why do you keep asking me?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's right.
Go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
That's the man's name.
Now look, when you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. And why not? After all, the man's entitled to it.
Who's entitled to it?
Live from the town that outperforms precious metals in a bullish market by a 2-to-1 margin, it's Quintessential Covina with your hosts Dave Klutz and Marty Getz. Tonight's guest is, you guessed it, anyone who calls in tonight and doesn't use a 4-letter word. Jeff is directing tonight, so sorry, his note will be on tape. And me, I'm Chuck Moxon, standing in for Rob Van Reel. Rob is on assignment too. He's out washing Dave and Marty's cars. Covina Newsstand tonight is brought to you by Michelle Miller. Margaret Wolf is on assignment also. And now, here's Dave and Marty.
Hello.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right.
A little bit out of order, but fine.
That was good there.
Good. Hello, Covina.
Hi, Covina.
Welcome to episode 62 of Quintessential Covina. Well, we weren't on last week. I guess if you watched for 2 hours, you found that out. We had a party. And
what a party it was.
We had a good... Ben didn't make it, but
this guy, going in the pool with all your clothes on.
I went in the pool. It's my pool. I can go in the pool with my clothes.
You know what he was going after? He threw a compact disc in the water. And
a live aid tape.
And a live aid tape, that's right. And
you threw plenty of beer bottles in there.
Well, yeah,
but
I wasn't drinking any.
There was near beer.
Near beer bottles, of course.
It was near the pool.
It wasn't
on a serious note, seriously serious, our scheduled guest was supposed to be Kimberly Grave, Miss Covina, and she had a death in the family, and so we want to, send our condolences to her and her family, and the close ones, and hope we can have you on soon in better times. On the lighter side, hey, it's a free for all tonight, and we have a bunch of stuff for you.
A bunch of stuff.
Oh, this week, an anniversary. A couple anniversaries.
2 anniversaries.
Woodstock. And if anybody out there was at Woodstock, give us a call at 967-7353.
If you remember it.
And if any of you out there were either in Hiroshima or Nagasaki back in '45, give us a call.
So this is a week when people got bombed and when people really got bombed.
We're the only country that ever used it. Mm-hmm. And we used it in Japan. Not proud of it, but that's what Harry decided to do. So, okay.
Oh, those phones are ringing
off
the hook already.
Off the hook.
And
we'll also be getting a call sometime this evening from Randii Wessen from Jet Propulsion Laboratory to give us a status report on the Voyager on its way to an encounter with the planet Neptune. And they've already discovered rings around that far-flung planet. Is there a caller there? Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hello, Dave, Marty?
Yeah.
Hi, this is David Schlitt.
Hey, what do you say, Dave?
Hey, not bad. Hey,
Hi, Mr. Schlitt.
Hey, great. I just came back from a trip to Chicago. I thought...
My wife, too.
All right. Oh, I didn't see her there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did. I saw her in the airport. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything. Oh, well, anyway. How you doing?
Oh, okay. Did you come from Chicago?
I did. I just came
Well,
from
what did
Chicago.
you do there?
Well, I went back with some friends to go to a gymnastics convention. Ended up,
Where?
it was in Schaumburg.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Schaumburg. That's,
We've had a caller actually.
well, I grew
somebody.
up, go ahead.
Can I finish,
It
please?
was my friend.
Okay, a friend of Marty's actually called one night from Schaumburg, Illinois, on QC.
Well, I grew up in Hoffman, which is the next town.
Hoffman, right? And Rolling Hills and everything's right there.
Yeah.
But I wanted
Where in Hoffman was this? I mean, in Schaumburg.
in Schaumburg. It was at the Hyatt Regency,
Oh.
across from the huge Woodfield Mall.
Woodfield Mall.
All right.
You know, it was real weird when I first moved out here. I'd meet people who, you know, may have, they'd say, oh, you're from Illinois? And you'd say, where? You know, and they might not recognize Hoffman or Schaumburg or Hanover Park or something, but you'd say Woodfield Mall. And, oh, yeah.
Hey, I met one of your friends, too.
Who?
I was at a club called 34, which was right next to the Hyatt Regency. Met Walter Payton.
Oh.
He owns the club. He said, tell you guys hi.
Well,
Did he really?
That's nice.
if anybody out there sees Walter, tell him, hey, we send our best.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it's your show has just been syndicated, and people see you everywhere.
Exactly. It's
That's-
great. It's
that's
wonderful.
Right. Yeah, that's the
Hey,
way
the
it
main
is.
reason I called in tonight was
Yes, Mr.
I
Schmidt.
heard Michelle Miller is doing the news.
She sure
Is
is.
that true?
It's not just a rumor.
It's really true.
It's fact.
Thousands of people in the community of Covina have tuned in to watch Michelle do the news tonight.
And we're very grateful for that.
So. Well, guys, I want to let a number of other callers have their opportunity, but I wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
say hello.
You should hear it in here. The din is just deafening.
I can imagine that the phones are just backed up for...
Yeah, it's not the only thing, Buster.
Ooh,
Ouch.
funnier than ever. I like the new beginning. I like the new intro.
That's not the new beginning. That's the old beginning. That's QC Classic.
Well, that shows how long I've been watching.
Yeah.
Well, I started watching on a very important show a few weeks back, so what can I say?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame you, I guess.
All right. Well, listen, guys, have yourself a terrific week, and
Okay.
we'll talk soon.
Bye, Mr. Schlett.
So long. Bye.
See you later. Poor guy. He's just,
Well, you gotta.
for those people that may not have seen the show, Mr. Schlitt was a guest on a few weeks, about a month ago, I
Or
guess.
the show at all.
And he's a junior high school teacher, and he is director of a group called Mime and Madness. And so when he was on, we had probably about 1,400 junior high schoolers calling up. Hi, Mr. Schlitt.
Hi,
So
Mr.
that's
Schlett.
hence-
You look
hence
good,
Marty's.
Mr. Schlett. Oh, wait.
Hi.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a message. If my son is at home. Oh, three messages. 3 quick messages. Hold on, caller.
What do you think? This is just like your personal
No,
time to give
wait.
messages? You
I
can't
wanted to
know.
say, I'd say hi to my son. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Also, this is 1 year ago, basically tonight. I was called away from this show.
Was it a year ago tonight?
Yeah. It's my daughter's birthday on Monday, so I want to say happy birthday to Caitlin. She's 1 year old. And I want to say happy anniversary to my wife, Margaret. Thank you for the most wonderful 7 years of my life. Okay,
Marty,
caller.
Marty, you're tearing my heart out here.
Hello, caller.
Hi.
Who's this?
This is Darlene.
Hi, Darlene. A
How are
musketeer.
Oh,
Musketeer.
and Cubby.
Gubby.
This is really interesting. I've never ever seen your show before, but I think it's really interesting.
Well,
Being that I live
thank
in
you.
Covina.
That's the way we like to make it.
You know why it's interesting?
That's like you go on a get a blind date. Oh, she's.
I mean, that's
in-
really neat
you know
to
why
go
it's
around
interesting?
Covina town and show everything. I think that's really interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, just
Anyway.
wait till the news comes up. We got some good stories on the news tonight.
Great.
And but it's interesting because interesting people call.
That's right. You are what makes this show interesting.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Well,
We're just
I'm getting ready to go
facilitators.
to Lake Paris this evening. We're just loading up our boat now, so I'm just getting ready to leave here. And I just seen this. I thought, oh, I'll give it a call and say hello to you guys.
hi,
Hi.
Darlene.
Okay, well, nice talking with
Well,
you.
thank you. It's
Thanks
very
for calling.
nice.
Good luck.
Okay.
Bye.
Same
Bye-bye.
to you.
I'm gonna give her a button. An iWatch QC button.
Yeah, really, Darlene. If you're still watching out there, if you or one of your family members come down here on Monday or any day this week during office hours, we'll supply you with a few iWatch
Goodies.
PC buttons. We don't
Goodies.
have one in here. A few goodies. You'll get some stuff, some Covina stuff.
And
So-
speaking of goodies, goodies would not be possible if we didn't have.
No, that's not
wonderful
what
sponsors.
we have first.
That's not what we have.
No.
First.
First, we have a cartoon.
Well, it's upside down. You keep this stupid list. These little sticky. This is our show. People always ask. My camera, Jeff. There we go. Thank you. People always ask.
Jeff Plummer is directing tonight.
Jeff's doing a great job.
His debut.
And how organized is our show?
blue?
Kelly, why don't you go ahead and zoom
blue.
right in on this? You want to see
that's
how tight and organized our show is. This is the extent of it right here. It's a sticky pad that he stole off my desk, I will say. That's a Post-it, little Post-it pad, light blue one. But that's how.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't write what I was going to write there.
Oh. But that's all. That's a preview of what's going to be on tonight's show.
Rule.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, Kelly. That was a very good shot.
I wanted to have a word there for various things that we're going to talk about.
Oh, good.
And there's a generic term for that, which is not nice. So anyway, we have our cartoon, and it's one of those elements that make this show interesting. So here it is for you now, and we hope that you really, really enjoy it. Because we will. I've seen it. It's cool. See you on the other side. We're interesting.
Lester was supposed to meet me at the office at 4 o'clock, and like a fool, I just sat there waiting for him.
So what happened?
At 5:15, my boss calls me from the airport, having just flown back from L.A. He tells me to call Tina Lazier to tell her he'll pick her up for dinner at 7. I call her hotel. There's no answer. So I keep calling her hotel every 5 minutes. No answer. By then, Byron Frost comes to the office from the airport, and I tell him I can't reach Miss VIP. Needless to say, he becomes very silent, and very quietly he says that he flew back here 12 hours sooner than he intended, only because Tina Lazier Cosmetics can be a very, very important account that we can't afford to lose.
I hate men who don't scream and yell with their knives!
Now, New York has a new problem.
Just what New York needs.
And Covina, too, I might add.
Ooh. Jason is back.
Jason.
You know what I saw last night?
No.
The Abyss.
What did you think of The Abyss? The much touted and promoted and
Up till about the last 10 minutes,
Abyss.
it was a great movie.
Really?
But the ending, I'll just be honest, the ending ruined the movie for me.
Well, you know what movie? Just a quick.
I want to tell everybody what
Another
happens.
movie that was like that for me was what's the first movie that William Hurt, the weird one with the flotation tanks.
Oh, Altered States.
Yeah, good. It was a decent movie.
But the ending was
stupid ending.
Yeah. I mean, as much as $40 million on The Abyss.
$40 million in a never finished
tank.
atomic reactor vessel.
Yeah. It was wild. The ending was Jeff went with me. Jeff, was that weak or what? Yeah. It was very weak.
Jeff says yeah.
Yeah. And we got to listen to Jeff. He's the director. So that moron. What do you expect?
Adjusting the monitor back there.
Yeah.
Bam.
I hope the audio's okay. We had some audio problems on the last show we did, the last live show we did.
Yeah. How was the audio? People call in and tell us if the audio is improved because Steve, the mysterious and wonderful Steve Rhodes, has been working to tweak the audio lines in our system.
Well, we
here.
got some transformers for it.
They turn from microphones into little killing vehicles.
Exactly.
Yeah, just do that. But this show, as Dave was saying a few minutes ago, why don't you finish what you were saying about the making this show possible?
Oh, well, perhaps it's time that we, collectively I say we, I'm not speaking French, but of course
do we have a call?
And I'm going to tell that joke too in just a minute. But it's time that we collectively thank our sponsors. So I think let's. Well, maybe not. They're going to look for the tape real quick.
Huh? Wait, get that out of your mouth.
Yeah, should be eating that.
Okay. Well, it was the anniversary of Woodstock this week, Dave.
I noticed you had something, Marty.
That?
Yeah.
Well, that's for later, though.
It's for later. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But what else? Gee, I don't know. Did you see Letterman last night? Gee, that was good.
No, I didn't. I saw The Abyss last night.
You saw The Abyss.
Went all the way up to
You went to the Cineplex Odeon 18 or something, right?
Yeah, in Universal. And they said it was a THX sound, One, where they do that sound check in the beginning, and it wasn't there.
Oh, really?
I was miffed.
That's worth $3 of the admission, huh?
I know.
Just hearing that thing.
They didn't do that. I don't even know if it was THX sound. It wasn't that great a sound.
Huh.
But I understand that our sponsor reel is ready. So real quick, we're going to...
And 967-7353 if you'd like to talk to an interesting TV show.
Oh! And these are the sponsors of that very, very interesting TV talk show.
All of us here at Quintessential Covina would like to thank the following Covina businesses for the use of their products in exchange for promotional consideration. Midnight Impressions at 1005 Foothill Boulevard. 818-969-3774 for their great t-shirts. Covina Cinema, 104 North Citrus Avenue, Covina. 818-915-1301. Private Beach Tanning Salon, 228 North Citrus Avenue, Covina. 818-339-5461. Carl's Jr. on Roland and 2nd Avenue in Covina, famous for their hamburgers, french fries, and much more. Finally, McMurphy's for eating and drinking, 818-915-7726.
Everybody's got some...
David Dreyer there
for a second. Subliminal, persuasion or political stuff we're doing now.
If you were watching before we came on, you saw Kelly's Corner, and of course Kelly is even as we speak running camera for us, as she faithfully does every week. But yes, she has branched out into her own show. Dave and I like to think of ourselves as the Mary Tyler Moore and the
All in the Families.
What's his name? Who did All in the Family?
Archie Bunker.
No.
Carol O'Connor.
No. The producer.
Norman Lear. There's our gratuitous shot of Kelly.
The gratuitous shot of Kelly. But Kelly has been enjoying some good publicity lately. She had a couple of newspaper articles about her show, and last week she had a shot on AM Los Angeles where she was there with Steve Edwards and Susan Anton, and she met Opie Taylor, and soon, I think like Monday or something, there'll be a story running about her on CNN worldwide. She'll be up on a bird, Dave, up on a bird. That's like my dream, to be up on a bird.
Yeah,
going worldwide.
I can imagine that. I thought you did that a lot when you were younger.
Well, I did. But
without really leaving your room.
Different kind of bird.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Bird. Bubba bird is a word. But we want to congratulate Kelly on her
triumphant,
all that stuff. That's cool. So congratulations. Consider yourself congratulated, and the whole family too. The Mullers have always been big supporters of the interesting talk show, Quintessential Covina. The only live talk show, of course, except for Meet the Manager. But okay.
Now, why you laugh at Meet the Manager, Marty? Why? Just because it's the one time I wear a suit?
Actually, Meet the Manager last time wasn't so bad. 967-7353. If you've been to Woodstock, please call us.
If you would like to go,
if you'd like to go to Woodstock.
Whoa, nice dissolve.
You actually had switched guests. You had a guest exchange program, and that really livened the whole format up. That half hour just
it does. It cooks it right along. Just
And Jennifer has really taken over real well.
She has.
Yeah.
She's doing good. She's bumming me out.
She's bumming me out. There is me, Dave's other show.
Yeah,
now,
exactly. Now I'm just a underling on that show.
Second banana now.
I really am.
Meet the Manager.
Yeah. Which is basically the reason why I've been really exerting myself on QC now and taking advantage of the power that I do have.
You should see the
over
finger
everybody.
marks.
Yeah,
right
I really do. Maybe Marty, you can explain a little bit more about what my actual function is on this show.
On this show, Dave, he's executive producer.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Every time I say executive producer, I have to laugh. Dave is has the final say.
And I'm only 26 years old.
And he's only 26 years old. Of course, I am producer. And don't forget it.
And you're only 35.
And I'm only 35. So Dave is just like, figurehead.
I was going to say
figurehead. It's like, what was the guy in Russia used to be? But anyway. Oh, look at this.
Brought to you via TV.
The audience is listening. But well, thank you for that sound check. We haven't heard from anybody out there. Hey, come on, where's Robin and Larry?
Yeah, where's Mark?
We even played. Hey, Robin and Larry, we played the old opening. We played the old opening, and I think that in itself should be like a call from the wild for you to give us a call and give us the
scoop
on what's going on. I know you have your secret government jobs. So and Mark, the
hair-lipped dog.
The hair-lipped dog. Where are those? Where are those cats? You're out there. You're in
Covina. There's a problem with the
Covina.
phones again. Last week we had a problem with the phones.
Was that last
The last
week?
show we were on. Remember? We had to call people back, or
No, that was 2 shows ago.
No, the first part of the show apparently people couldn't get.
No,
through.
we had problems with callers. I know that.
Yeah, that's true. Last show
we had rude callers
using 4-letter words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't appreciate that.
We don't.
I don't think any of our viewers do.
It
wasn't
this
funny.
This is not
either.
Wally here.
Yeah.
And so we're friendly guys. We give stuff away. We're on TV every week, and we don't put anybody down except maybe Barry or something.
Barry, yeah.
But yeah, don't use expletives around here, please.
You know one thing that I find kind of interesting, Marty?
What's that, Dave?
You know when you're at the grocery store?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're standing in line, and you're standing in the grocery, and you look to the left.
Dave, are you reading this list? He's not. You're not reading that list at all.
I know, but I'm like filling because.
See that?
Should we go to the news now?
Yeah. It's about time to take a break and get Dave to read the darn list.
I didn't see a glitch there, did I?
That
wasn't the glitch, I hope.
No, that was probably the glitch, and we're not going to the tabloid.
Sorry.
Okay, so unglitch that glitch. We're going to go to a break, and then we're going to bring you Michelle Miller with Covina Newsstand.
With all the news Covina can
With
stand.
all the news Covina can stand.
Yeah.
Can you hear that, by the way, out there? And
we'll be back to take your calls.
And we'll be back to take your calls and take
we're going to make a few
take
phone
your
calls.
guff. Yeah, we're going to make a
few
couple
phone calls.
Yeah.
Did you want to make one right now before we go?
You guys want to dial up Pacino's? We're going to call up Pacino, see if Sal is in. He doesn't know we're calling.
He doesn't.
No.
He didn't prep him.
Oh, no.
Should we get his permission first to talk? Well, you do the talking.
Okay.
Chinos!
Yeah, is Sal there?
Who?
Sal!
One more time, say it.
I want to talk to Sal, please.
Okay.
Oh, Sal Pacino's coming to the phone. Of course, father of the famous Al Pacino.
Who has a new movie coming out? Saw the trailer for it.
Sal does?
Yeah. Sweet Dreams.
Not Sal.
Al does.
Al
his
does.
son does. What was the name, Jeff?
We're waiting.
The name of Al's new movie? Sea of Love.
Sea of Love.
Well, at least we get a little bit of music.
I know. At least we have some background.
It's not even music on hold. It's live.
Do 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 do. Wonder what Sal's doing right now.
Probably trying to make his way to the phone.
I hear he sings over there. Yeah.
Maybe he's
Hello? Anybody there? No, not yet. 967-7353 if you'd like to call and
talk to Sal Pacino.
Talk to Sal Pacino.
Talk to the people who talk to Sal Pacino.
Hello? Hello? No, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hello, is this Sal?
Who are you looking for?
Sal?
Oh, Pacino?
Yeah.
Hang on.
You got another one? Okay.
How many Sal's I got on?
Oh
boy, okay.
How many people we got to go through, you think?
We got 2. We're up to 2 now.
That's 2. He's got an entourage.
Any damn time now.
Al answers, no, I want Sal.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hi, Steve.
Hello?
Hello, Sal? Is Sal there?
Yeah, I'm going to get him in 1 second. I'm trying to find him.
Okay.
Hold on one moment.
Oh, sure, I got nothing better to do.
$3,000 a minute airtime here. No big deal.
So anyway,
Who's this speaking?
Pardon me?
Who's this?
This is Marty Getz.
Speak a little louder. Kind of.
This is Marty Getz.
Oh, Marty, can you call in about 10 minutes? Because he's up on the stage right now.
Oh, sure. Okay, no problem. Thanks, bye.
Huh?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay.
We'll try it on the other side of the news.
Futile attempt at that.
Well, we almost got Sal. We got 2 or 3 people. And it sounds like they're having a good time over at Pacino's on Citrus Avenue, downtown Covina. So anyway, it's time for the news. We'll try that again later. We had to try. So anyway, here's a break, and Michelle Miller.
Is public speaking ever a problem for you? Do you ever get butterflies when you're called upon to say a few words? Are your lack of communication skills a hindrance in your personal or professional life? If you answered yes to any of these 3 questions, you'll be glad to know that there's a group of men and women who meet weekly to become more able communicators. The organization is Toastmasters, and the Covina Club meets weekly in the community room of the Covina Library. If this sounds like it may be of interest and benefit to you, please call 332-6974.
There's something funny going on if you know where to look.
I'll never know where you go until you go.
Find out what's so funny and where to find it on Preview Guide. Preview Guide brings you the latest lineup of the greatest punchlines.
You have the last laugh.
And the laugh lines of the rich and famous.
More of that secret formula youth cream.
All you need is Preview Guide, when all you're looking for is laughs.
Hi, I'm Marion from Ace Party Rentals. You're watching American Cable Systems Community Television from Covina.
I have AIDS, and my baby has AIDS. My husband may have it, but he won't go to the doctor. In the beginning, he wouldn't even talk about it. My mother helps us, but sometimes I think she's afraid. Every night I kneel by my baby's crib and pray to be strong for him. Every night I pray that my baby won't die.
Protect the people you love. Use a condom.
Good evening, Covina. Welcome to QC Newsstand. I'm Michelle Miller, and I'm sitting in for Margaret Wolf this evening, who will return next week. She's on assignment. Our top story this evening, the trash fee increase has been okayed. The 8.6% increase of trash fees was approved by the City Council as requested by the Covina Disposal Company. The company said the rate increase is needed to cover the higher fees it must pay to the LA County Sanitation District landfill and the BKK landfill. The rate increase will cover $4,800 in additional costs to the company, including the landfill fees and a 6% franchise fee. The monthly refuse collection fee for a single-family residence will increase from $8 to $8.20 per month, and the fee for the multiple family customers, such as apartment dwellings, will go from $5.71 per month to $6.20 per month per dwelling unit. Be sure to watch for an extensive follow-up to this story by our lovely roving reporter, Orly Bellman, in a couple of weeks. Well, as you know, Covina is home to many historical landmarks, and currently there is a concerted effort to keep one such landmark standing. Here with that story is our own Margaret Wolf.
I'm with Ann Gerhardt, who's the current president of the Covina Valley Historical Society, which is the organization responsible for saving one of Covina's oldest houses. And in your own words, tell us the plans for this house.
Well, currently our plans put the house on Italia Street, which is a city-owned piece of property. It will be very close to the current firehouse, jail, museum, also the refurbished city hall. So it should be an excellent location.
Okay, why are you moving the house? What is happening that you're caused to move this house?
The Intercommunity Medical Center has purchased this property for expansion, and the house was to be demolished. We felt that it was well worth saving. It was built in 1908 and very typical of the early 1900 craftsman-style houses that are so popular in Pasadena and Highland Park. It's in excellent condition. It has been lived in for 81 years by 3 generations of one family. So it hasn't been abused in any way. It is old and it needs a lot of TLC, but we feel that it can be restored and moved and used by future generations of Covina.
When you do move it, what will the plans be for there? Will it be a museum or?
It will be an extension of the museum. However, there are certain rooms, the living room, dining room, possibly one of the bedrooms that we would like to furnish in the early 1900s and have it usable if someone wants to have lunch. And my husband is flipping money at me. What are you doing?
More money.
Oh, dear.
They have given you a deadline, right?
Yes.
Which is?
We definitely have a deadline of, let's say, the middle of September.
Mm-hmm.
And
you had to raise how much money for this?
We haven't raised sufficient money, that's for sure. We probably will need between $40,000 and $50,000 before we're through.
Now, how do you plan to?
We need a new foundation. The house moving costs will be $23,000. So moving and foundation, and then upgrading the outside. It will need painting. We need plumbing, electrical, all those things. It's always going to be more than you think. But we're patient, and we're just asking all of our community members to help out, whether it's 50 cents or $50 or $50,000, we can use it.
If you wish to make a contribution to the relocation and refurbishment of the Nash House, send your donations to Covina Valley Historical Society, 125 East College, Covina, California, 91723. Make your checks payable to the Historical Society, and if you need any more information on this, you can call area code 818-332-1429. Well, we're halfway through the summer already, and if you find yourself getting bored, the Community Resources Department of Covina is proud to offer many exciting events to Covina residents this summer. With a look at some of this year's fair is our own Dave Cluck.
Summertime means a lot of things. For many, it's a time for vacations. For others, it means no more school for a few months. Two things that are always indicative of summer are great weather and the new summer movie releases. While both of these are great by themselves, they usually don't go together, except in Covina Park. That's right, each Tuesday night in Covina Park, you can come enjoy the wonderful weather we've come to love in Southern California, and you can see a great movie. It may not be Lethal Weapon 2 or Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but how about a Disney classic? Movie lovers have enjoyed the Covina Summer Film Festival for several years now. This program, as well as many others, are put on by the city's Community Resources Department. Bobby Kemp, Community Relations Coordinator for the city, talked to QC about many of the exciting events going on at Covina Park this summer.
Well, tonight is part of our film festival, which is every Tuesday evening, and we start children's games about 7:15. The movie usually starts about 7:45, and we've gotten local businesses and service organizations to sponsor each of the nights, and so we've had 8 movies all together, and most of them have been Disney movies, actually. We've had one Reader's Digest, but the rest of them have all been Disney, and they're all G-rated, and people have really come out in pretty good numbers this year. We were concerned the last few years the count has been a little lower, and we thought maybe the video recorders were getting to us, but I think people have begun to realize that there's more to life than television. Sorry about that, Dave, but there is. And they do come out in the evenings and bring their families, and sometimes a picnic lunch, and enjoy themselves, and that's Tuesdays. And then on Monday nights, we have live bands every Monday night with all sorts of different kinds of music, and that whole series is sponsored by Target. We've had reggae music this year, which has been very popular. We had a rock and roll band last night. We've got some country and western and some blues coming up, so got a lot of neat bands, and that's been real popular. Wednesday nights we have a whole series of special events that each Wednesday kind of has a theme. Tomorrow night's the pet show, and it starts at 6 o'clock, and what we do is we have different categories, cats, dogs, traditional type things, and then guinea pigs and bunnies, and then we even have an other category just in case there's something that we've overlooked, and that's a lot of fun for everybody. And then on next Wednesday night we have I'm trying to make sure I get this right, I think next Wednesday night's the bike fair, and that's real fun because a lot of the kids have tricycles, real little kids, and they'll bring their trikes in and all the way up to the teenagers, and we block off a portion of Adams Park, and we actually have races, and there's some bike safety and decorating and things like that go on. And then we're just about ready for the Gong Show, and that's of course our big finale of the summer, so we really look forward to that. The Summer Evening Entertainment Series is entirely entirely supported by sponsorships. If we don't have the support from the businesses and the service organizations, we won't have the programs. It's just that simple. The department as a whole, which includes a lot of different things, is about 65% self-sufficient. And the state average for a city our size is 25%. So we really do well in Covina as far as generating our own money. But the sponsorship program in Covina is probably unlike anything anywhere else. We raised over $95,000 last year that went directly into community programming, and it's something that I think we can be very proud of, and not just the department, but the people in the community, because it's very rare that we go to a business and ask for help and they don't very willingly say, yes, we want to be part of that, because it is a real community effort.
Well, now we're going to give you some sports. Unfortunately, I don't have any scores for you, but I just wanted to let you know that it's almost football time again, and starting September 1st, Community Channel 33 is going to be taping some of your favorite high school football teams in action. So those teams will include Northview, Charter Oak, Covina, South Hills, and Gladstone. So if you miss a game, tune in to Channel 33 Community Television and maybe you'll get to see that. And now on to weather. Tomorrow's going to be sunny and hazy and slightly warmer. Highs will be in the upper 80s to the upper 90s with lows in the middle 60s. Tonight's going to be extremely clear, which will make it very nice for watching the Perseid meteor showers. And those will be best visible between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. On to some lotto numbers for you. Tonight's jackpot was $18.7 million. And hopefully there are some lucky winners out there. We've got those numbers for you right now, and those are 17, 19, 23, 30, 37, 38 with a bonus number of 8. Good luck to all you lotto players, and that's the news for this weekend on QC, and we'll see you later. Have a good one.
Mental illness. We fear it. We laugh at it. We scorn it. We think it's shameful. But these are misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that will fade away if we see mental illness for what it really is. A medical disease. A disease that can be treated if you just know where to turn. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
If you're not recycling, you're throwing it all away.
Uh-oh. You're throwing it all away.
Catch me.
That was a nice PSA.
Catch me put my mic on.
Yeah, come on. You're dressing in front of the camera, Marty. Didn't Michelle do a great job on the news?
Michelle Miller, everybody.
Wow.
Not just...
You think Wolf is shaking in her boots?
If she has boots on, I don't know.
Maybe.
Margaret is out with her brother. Brother's visiting.
Mm. So that's her assignment. Michelle had said that Margaret was on assignment. So... that was
Chuck said that.
Luckily.
But they both did. Well, Chuck said that too, and then Michelle did too.
Yeah.
Beginning. Thank you very much, Chuck. Let's get a quick shot of Chuck.
And of course,
thank
Rob.
you. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Covina.
Okay.
And of course, Rob is also on assignment.
I think they did the glitch just then. Did you guys just now do the glitch?
Was that the glitch?
No.
No, that was something else. Is Jeff punching his own buttons tonight? Does he have an AD?
No, he's doing it himself, I guess.
Jeff.
He's flying solo.
So low that nobody can see him. So here it is, the other side of 1030, or east of 1030, or west of 1030.
Can I look at the list again, Marty? Can I refer to our production sheet here?
Yeah, let's see. What's coming up next on this show of ours?
Well, Marty, you ever notice when you're standing in line at the grocery store?
Yeah, Dave, what?
What do you notice when you're standing in line at the grocery store?
Well, that's usually the impulse item section, and I see what really stands out are the tabloids. The Inquirer, the Star.
That's not a glitch. That's ridiculous.
Holy mackerel!
Whoa!
Is that?
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel good at all. Is that like what's happening to everybody in Covina? That's kind of neat. It's like a sawtooth effect. But you know, the tabloids.
I don't feel so good.
The tabloids is what I notice.
You notice the tabloids? Why do you notice the tabloids?
Well, let's it's right there in line, and you're standing there waiting. Usually because somebody's got a check and you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like one of those things where you're in this line and it's taking forever, and you're trying to decide whether you should go to this line over here
or go to that line.
And it's always a tough call because sometimes. Okay, you make that choice and you go to the other line and you're waiting there. And meanwhile, the person
in line after
the person that was in front of you, they're like in their car and they're back in West Covina already.
Yeah. But what I noticed is the headlines on these tabloids.
Yeah, Dave.
And some of these tabloid headlines are at times I would tend to question them, but I guess apparently they're true.
I guess they'd have to be to be published, true. Right?
And one of our crack crew. Our crack crew of researchers here at QC went out and
we're all crack.
They they were doing crack, and then they went out. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. Shouldn't joke about drugs.
Don't
Just
joke about
say
drugs.
No. But they went out and they found us some of the top 10 tabloid teasers. That's like 4 T's in a row.
I don't like to say top 10
tabloid teasers.
I like to say maybe the
10 most crazy.
The 10 most popular headlines.
Okay.
So as not to be confused.
Letterman-ish?
Yeah, could be confused with some other late night show, which is not on Saturday.
Yeah.
But we'd like to show you these top 10 favorite
these
headlines.
These favorite tabloid teasers. And number 1, of course, Michael Jackson is keeping Hitler's brain in a secret laboratory near his Encino home.
Near his Encino home?
I thought it was in his Encino home,
Yeah.
but that's okay. It's just
Well, I guess I'd keep it outside. Roseanne Barr has been 9 different people in past lives.
Wow. Does this...
Did you see Roseanne when she was on the first edition of Primetime, whatever, with Sam and
no.
What's her name?
But can we go back to that one real quick? Okay, Roseanne Barr tells why she likes being fat. Maybe that's so she can fit all 9 people into her current body. I don't know. That's mean. And number 4.
Mother separates Siamese twins with a butter knife.
I hope it was clean.
That's quite a job. I hope it was a serrated one at least.
And number 5, Maria Osmond's affair with Elvis's ghost. I guess when you're Mormon, you can't have affairs, but I guess with a ghost you can. It's cool. It's not a real person.
The Mormon rules always escape me, but that might be one of them. Dead grandmother found frozen in freezer underneath ice cream and TV dinners. That's number 6.
Andrew liked that one. Andrew did.
This is all true stuff.
Nebraska
this one's
woman,
for Margaret.
This is for Margaret. Nebraska woman gives birth to an incredible cow baby.
I doubt that one. Of all of these, that's the one I doubt.
And number 8.
Genius baby could speak 7 languages at birth.
Wow, that's a lot.
Pig Latin.
Yeah. Well, nobody can understand them. Okay, number 9, Wolf Boy leads pack of delinquent dogs. Now, number 10 here, before we go to it.
Is number 10 the top one, or was number 1 the top?
It's just number 10.
It's just, there's no order to these. It's just 10.
This one is tragic, if you ask me.
Number 10. Number 10 headline is AIDS is killing the world's vampires. Now we need Paul to.
Yeah. So, anyways,
so if I were
10 favorite tabloid teasers.
If I were a vampire, I'd be wearing condoms right now.
Over your teeth.
Over your teeth.
Over your
I'd
mouth.
be wearing a surgical mask.
Yeah.
But, well, gee, I hope you enjoyed those, because we sure did. We wanted to present them twice. Hello, caller.
Yes, I was wondering how the community opinion is on the building of houses on the Reddick School grounds, and hear other people's pros and cons.
Is this the Sunrise
on the
thing?
subject?
This is the lot that's for sale next to Sunrise School, right?
Right.
Public opinion.
It's a funny thing.
I would say.
There against it would be, of course,
again,
that there wouldn't be any room for the children to have their soccer games or ball games and so forth with the green space.
Yeah. In my opinion, my personal opinion, it's just my opinion, not necessarily that of Continental Cablevision.
But Dave's opinion.
But my opinion, I hate to see us developing every little bit of green space we have anywhere. I mean, Covina is built out. There's almost nowhere you go nowadays where there's just an open green area.
But we need progress, Dave.
We have plenty of progress.
No, progress means more houses, less land.
That's in your definition, not in my definition. Okay.
Now, of course, some of the pros would be, of course, that the the school district would get quite a bit of funds, in which then that they could build other buildings.
That's what they said about the lottery.
No,
no,
they have plans on using the money supposedly to put like a fine arts building down at Royal Oak, the intermediate school. And I do know that a lot of the programs have been cut in the schools because of lack of funds, so they could use it there. Plus another good pro would be, of course, if they build houses.
Yeah. In the area,
their category
area right
might
there
be in the $300,000 or $400,000 category, which means the residential area around would increase in value. So there's, a lot of pros and cons both ways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, residentially, I mean, if they go in there and they build very high-density multiple dwelling units, that's going to potentially decrease the value of some of the homes around it. And the school districts are in a money crunch situation right now. They're in a position where they have to seek out funds wherever they can. So if you put schools in that situation, if you cut funds to schools so bad that the schools have to consider selling off land that they own and investments that they have in order to fund projects that should be there already.
Now, I know there is going to be a meeting, I believe, at Sunrise School on the 15th, Tuesday evening at 7:30.
This Tuesday?
So I imagine a lot of the community, more or less, will go there just to listen to some of the pros and cons. So it might be a good idea if anybody is wavering either way to listen to other people's opinions.
I used to live just 2 blocks away from there.
Here's the land in question right now. This is some footage we shot of it a few weeks ago. This is the area.
I used to live on Greenhaven right over there.
It's 5.5 acres, I believe, right next to we don't care where you used to live, Marty. But I'm kidding. I do care where Marty used to live. I just don't care where he lives now. But anyways, this is the land that could be homes. Right now, there's actually plenty of room for 2 softball fields and probably a football field on it.
Well, I know now. I think they're playing soccer down there.
That too. I mean, I just meant size-wise. I know there's 3. I guess 3 softball fields right now on it, and there is plenty of room for soccer. So.
Well, if anybody has an opinion, let us know. Call us up.
We want to hear it, and go to that meeting, Sunrise Christian School, right there at the corner of Ruddock and Glendora. That's where right, Ruddock and Glendora. Right?
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong place.
See, you're thinking. Shouldn't be thinking, Marty.
Dave, you're such the expert. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good evening, and let's hear some opinions from other people. Call in.
Yeah, we'd love it. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We hope that stimulates some calls.
Yeah, well, that's an issue. I mean, everywhere you go in Covina.
We are still waiting for a call from Randii Wessen, but let's try Pacino's again, huh? We got another call coming in.
Don't get pushy with the calls, huh, guys?
Who's this?
But I got an opinion about housing in Covina.
Who's this?
I bet you do.
Who's this?
Ron.
Oh, Ron?
Yeah. I think they put the Nash house over at Sunrise.
No, there's an idea.
Hey, good spot, huh?
Not bad.
In fact, I know that property so well. I was...
you probably had dinner with it.
No, I had an open house on a house I have for sale just down the street.
Yeah, let's talk business, Ron.
Oh, okay. I see you guys did...
What was that address? and the price? What's the square footage?
The sales price is $227.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. Nice neighborhood.
Where at?
On Gongwer.
Where?
Hey, wait, stop. Okay?
I'm curious.
I'll just brush my hair.
Oh, well, that's good. You know, you're very entertaining tonight.
Good grooming on television.
Hey, is this the health show?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
I did.
Not at all.
I did have an opinion on housing in Covina.
Go ahead.
We do need more affordable housing in Covina.
No, we don't.
David, we do.
Affordable? So, in other words, build junky apartments?
No.
Have you driven up? I drove up San Jose
tonight.
tonight.
I don't want to see affordable houses. I mean, junky apartments. I want to see affordable housing. And that means housing in $100,000 price range.
But what is? I mean, but nowadays,
so how are you going to do that?
What is a house worth $100,000? It's a house the size of the studio, which for those of you who never been, is very small.
There aren't any houses in Covina under $135,000.
That's what I mean.
But we need something done in the community. We need to get ordinances. We need to find some places to build houses, and I am certainly against building houses on Sunrise Christian property.
Ron Capitosto, of course, is a sometimes host of your real estate and you and your real estate. Sorry, Ron.
What?
Seen here on Channel 33.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
There's Ron.
It's Ron on the right there.
Okay. And right now I'm saying, what do you think? Who is this guy that's sitting across from
Well,
me?
you don't recognize him, huh?
No, I don't. I can't see
He's
much
done
of
so
it.
many shows that the guests just are all a blur now.
Yeah. Well, what's the name of this show?
QC.
QC.
Yeah.
What's a QC?
It's
QC.
Anyhow, Sunrise Christian is not the place to build it. I think they have a fine program over there. We need more young citizens in our country so we can proliferate this country with.
What was that word?
I'm not going over it again.
Okay.
I stumbled far enough the first time.
Okay.
But they do have a fine educational program there. I really believe that school should hang on.
Yep, I agree.
Listen, is there anybody else hanging on?
I'm not
don't know.
really sure.
I don't know. Why did you want to babble some more, or what?
No, I wanted to get out of here. I just wanted to tell you, you guys, you shouldn't have dressed up for the show tonight. You look better this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Hey, Ron.
What?
So did you.
Bye.
There he is.
Hey.
Thank you, Ron.
He looks a little green.
And I saw Parenthood tonight. Great flick.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, call from our friend Ron.
Well, you know, I have a little piece that Margaret and I
heard you
prepared.
did have I'm sorry. That was not nice.
There's a man. This is the cover of the August 1989 Popular Science magazine in the Radical Tri-Hull. This is the design of a man who, I believe he lives in Glendora, but he owns a business here in Covina. This is one of the things. This is a feature story in Popular Science. That's not what we're covering tonight, but his name is Calvin Gongwer.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he designed this boat.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, that's what that's all about. And
what page?
I don't know. It's right around before that.
60.
But Calvin,
You're right.
He's 74 years old, and a couple of weeks ago he was in Florida with other members of his family and people who he works with. What a boat!
Wow.
Look at that hull.
Wow, look at that.
He was in a man-powered submarine race, and it was an unusual design for a submarine. And Margaret and I prepared a story, and gee, we'd like to show it to you now so you can see what kind of stuff goes on in Covina that you probably don't know about. So here it is.
Welcome to Innerspace Corporation. No, you won't find Martin Short here. It's a small, cluttered manufacturing facility in the industrial section of Covina. Its owner, Calvin Gongwer. Experimenter, innovator, tinkerer. A man who takes little ideas and builds them into, well, big ideas. Let's find out what Calvin's up to these days.
With me now is Calvin Gongwer. You are the inventor and owner of the knuckleball, which is right behind us here. Tell me first how you got involved with spherical submarine vessels like this.
Well, I did wet submarines many years ago, and so when the contest came up, a wet submarine, well, I had to get into it like an old fire horse here in the bell. But I had been doing work with underwater spheres, stabilizing them by means of a special propeller. And nobody's ever stabilized a sphere underwater before, and so this was a chance to do it in a larger size and to bring it to public attention.
Okay, let's back up. What exactly is a wet submarine?
Well, they're filled with water and they're open to sea pressure, so that the operators use scuba.
So you're essentially submersed in water in there with scuba gear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and back to the propeller. Go into more detail about that, because I know that you do make them here.
The type of propeller is called an actuator disc propeller, and it creates a under pressure which sucks the water into it. Whereas ordinarily with a sphere that's towed, the water comes off in big eddies, you see, and jerks it around like as happens in air in baseball with the knuckleball. A pitched ball without spin suffers from this eddies jerking off the back of it and makes it go like this, see? Well, the same thing in water, only this propeller stops that and streamline it to a smooth flow so that the thing just goes steady and straight with minimum drag.
Now, I know that you did have a problem in the race motivated by the currents. What part do currents play with this? And how can your propeller avoid being wobbled to one side, I guess?
Well, we were had bad weather practically all the time there. But once you get under, it should be all right. However, we had some problems with our exhalation air collecting in the top. Although we drilled many holes to let the air escape, it would change our precise buoyancy balance, our precise weight slightly. So, and it wasn't steering very well. So we made some runs and whatnot, but we hope to go back in 2 years with one that'll really steer.
Okay. How long were you actually in that? How long did it take, the race?
Well, we were in most of our races. We'd be underwater about a half hour, so 20 minutes to a half hour.
What was expected of you when you entered the race? What were the organizers trying to prove by holding this race?
Well, they were trying to create a competition and to give people opportunity to innovate, scientific improvement of underwater bodies. Everybody had a cigar-shaped or torpedo-shaped body. This was the only sphere. So that's why we got so much attention, even though we weren't terribly successful in the race.
Did other people expect that this wouldn't even take off?
Well, I think we had some doubters, yeah. And but we had it fairly well proven as far as its speed went fairly well. But we couldn't see too well, for one thing. We were in the Gulf Stream. We were 1,000 feet offshore in Riviera Beach, Florida, in 30 feet of water. And it's right in the Gulf Stream. It was a 0.25 current on the surface. Well, that scraped up the sand off the bottom so that the water was full of this sand. So, yeah, murky. You couldn't get oriented very well. So that added to the difficulties.
Let's back up a little bit more. You worked on the Titanic when they went to explore the Titanic. What part did you play with that?
No, I didn't actually work on it. We just supply our thrusters for the submarine Alvin, which did the diving. They installed our thrusters, and the Alvin was propelled by our thrusters.
By your invention, right? You invented it?
By the thrusters over there.
Okay. What are you working on now, as far as this, or maybe some other things, other projects that you have been working on as well?
Well, a lot of our work is production, trying to earn enough money to pay for all this sort of hijinks. And then we've got a lot of several in-house projects which we're trying to bring along.
I guess mainly, why did you enter this? What were you trying to prove to yourself?
Well, I wanted to publicize my great invention of the stabilized sphere, you see. By means of this propeller, I wanted to publicize it. Not that I expect to make a killing commercially, or any advantage commercially, but it's a great use to the military and other things.
In what ways?
Well, you can make an ideal military vehicle that stabilizes and with this type of thing, manned or unmanned. You know, you have to kind of use your own imagination, but it can be in all sizes, you know. And so
with that, you plan to be back there in 2 years from now, right?
If the Lord is willing.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay?
That was Kelvin Gongwer, an interesting man, and doesn't Margaret exercise well? He had these exercise machines that he works on, and he wanted Margaret to try out a couple of them, and we just thought we'd throw that in. So
that was a nice inventation he came up with.
Inventation, good word choice by Margaret Wolf, and a good interview. But anyway, yes, he
It's a condom.
Thank you.
Feedback.
It's time to take a break, because it's just about tape change time. And on the other side of 11 o'clock, Randii Wessen from Jet Propulsion Laboratory is waiting on the phone to tell us about Voyager and its mission to Neptune.
We'll be right back after this.
We'll be back.
mental illness. We fear it. We laugh at it.
This guy's lost his
We
mind.
scorn it.
Lost his wig.
We think it's shameful. But these are misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that will fade away if we see mental illness for what it really is. A medical disease. A disease that can be treated if you just know where to turn. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
I see skies.
If you're not recycling, you're throwing it all away.
Hello, my name is Frank Sergi. I'm with El Pollo Loco. You're watching American Cable Systems Community Television.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies forever.
Oh, okay. I thought that was.
Was that Barry on audio?
Well, of course, must be.
Yeah, so do we. So anyway, I believe we have Randii Wessen waiting. Hello, Randy? Whoa! Okay.
Randy!
We can't hear you, Randy. Hold on. We can't hear him too well. No, wrong knob. Give us a 1, 2, 3, Randy. You there? He's not there. Listen, we can get like a trillionth of a watt signal from Neptune, and I can't hear Randy on the phone. Why is that? We still have him, or is that gone? You do? We don't have him.
Hey, Randy.
There we go. There we go.
You got me.
Hi, Randy.
God, now I don't have to worry about which camera to look into.
Yeah, I know. You always have that problem. Just look at the monitor.
I don't have a
So how's the Voyager doing?
Voyager's doing wonderful. We're just zipping in there, and things are getting more and more exciting all the time.
We need a little more volume without feedback.
Me or him?
No, not you. You just talk naturally.
Naturally?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Naturally.
I talk naturally all the time.
You got it.
So I know you discovered rings a couple days ago.
Yeah, Friday morning, 1:30 in the morning.
Was there like a big everybody taking a deep breath when they saw that, or what?
Well, what happened was really kind of neat. I don't know who the guy was. I think he might have been a grad student of one of the investigators. He pulled the 1:30. He had the morning shift. And at 1:30 in the morning, a picture comes down, and they had what we call a stretch on the pictures to bring out all the details.
Mm-hmm.
He had the auto stretch on the pictures, and at 1:30, all of a sudden, he sees a picture and goes, "Wow, rings." So now he's going to decide whether there really are rings there or not, because they're two really thin strands, and the light level is so dark that you're not really sure. You're wondering if your eye is making it up.
Uh-huh.
And he was trying to decide whether he should call up everybody that was sleeping. And he called up everybody that was sleeping, and when we got in there at about 8, everybody's going, "Guess what, guys?
Sure as heck.
Ring arcs!"
That's great.
So we found 2 of them Friday morning.
So Neptune's engaged or married.
Well,
so apparently, I heard also that there's a spot similar to the red spot. Is that true?
Oh yeah, it's called the Great Dark Spot, and it's really pretty wild. It's this dark oval. It's in the lighter region. I mean, if you look at Neptune, it's got light and dark regions, similar to like Belson zones on Jupiter, where the zones were the high ammonia clouds, and the darker regions where you're looking in between them. Well, at about 22 degrees south latitude, there is this dark oval. It just looks darker, and it's relatively small compared to Neptune. You can fit Mars in there, whereas
Wow.
Jupiter's can fit 3 Earths. But it's in the exact same spot on Neptune as the Great Red Spot is on Jupiter.
Exact same spot.
22.5 degrees south latitude.
That must intrigue a lot of you guys.
Oh, yeah, it's driving us nuts. Matter of fact, we found another dark spot further down in a dark band. So this thing's appearing to have 2.
Was there anything like that on Uranus?
Uranus? No, Uranus was really bland. We could hardly see anything.
That's
Nope.
right.
Hardly any clouds. Or it was just all hazed over that you just couldn't see down far enough to see the clouds.
That's really weird. It's in the same spot.
Oh, yeah, I know. Matter of fact, one of the guys, one of the atmospheric scientists, he had an atmospheric model that he ran on his computer.
Uh-huh.
And he just put in all the parameters for Jupiter that he knew of. And pooey, a great red spot appeared in his simulation. So that these things naturally want to create these things. As a matter of fact, if you start with like 4 or 5 smaller great red spots and you let the model run, they kind of eat each other up until you get one great red spot. So those things naturally kind of occur.
That's weird. Is Neptune the one that where the planet's axis is like on its side?
No, that's Uranus.
That's Uranus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This one before.
Pardon me?
That was one planet before this one.
Yeah. On the great tour here.
The Grand Tour.
The Grand Tour. The Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many days we got left before the close encounter here?
12.
12 days. On the 25th?
Well, again, it depends on who you're asking. It's August 24th at 9 o'clock at night is when the spacecraft gets there, but the data doesn't hit the ground till the 25th. It's at 1:06. So you can call it 24th or 25th, depending on what you're into.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those time things.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of barbaric.
So, that's cool. So you've been pretty busy, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be at work tomorrow between 10, and then we have like an 8 o'clock in the evening meeting, and then it just gets worse and worse, and then we start taking like graveyard shifts, talking to the guys in Australia, and just doing it.
I know how you are with numbers. I mean, in terms of you'll get my drift in a second.
Right.
I read in a newspaper. It was just one of those interesting facts that you find in a newspaper. I don't know how accurate or whether it's where they got this, but their claim was that after its encounter with Neptune, Voyager will take 958,000 years before it gets within 1 light year of any star.
Within 1 light year?
Yeah, which I believe is about 6 billion miles. Is it not?
Excuse me?
I believe a light year is about 6 billion miles. Is that kind of close?
I was in the order. It was around 2 trillion, but I don't remember offhand.
Really?
Well, let's see. You don't want me to do this. Well, let's
no, it would have to be more than billion, 6 billion.
Yeah, 10 to the 5th is the units for in a second, and you figure a second minute, that's 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, Randy.
7. And then a year is 2 more. It's 10 to the 9th. So 6 is a million, 9 is a billion. Yeah, you're just about a trillion. Yeah, I'd say
so it's going to take nearly a million years before it's 1 trillion miles away.
From something.
From something. Wow. Space is pretty darn big.
Oh, yeah, really. I mean, no problem there for real estate.
Yeah, really, Ron's just going nuts.
You can build houses out there.
Hey,
boy.
Put the Nash house in orbit.
Want to buy a cubic acre of space? Sell it to you real cheap.
Yeah. Well, Randy, I want to thank you for calling and give us any other highlights or discoveries or things coming up.
Well, the bottom line I would tell you is the atmosphere of Neptune seems to be as turbulent as Jupiter's, so there are a lot of cloud features and a lot of really good things going on there. So we're going to get some really beautiful images, a lot of good data.
When are you going to send some pictures over here?
I don't know, when you call me back to do another live one.
Okay. Okay.
We're up to, let's see, I think we've discovered 4 new moons already.
Really?
So
and how many did...
2, we're up to 6 for Neptune.
So you thought there were 2?
Well, we knew there were 2, now there's a total of 6.
Wow.
So we're getting up there. Now we got some rings that we can start looking at. All we got to do now is just get better looks at all this stuff.
And how close to the cloud tops is this going?
3,000.
3,000 miles?
Yep, right over the top.
That's like major close.
That's real serious close, yes.
Yeah.
Now, how far away is Voyager from Earth right now?
Oh, nice round numbers, about 2.7 billion miles.
That's what I thought. So it's a long way. They come within 3,000 miles. That's it.
Oh, yeah, it's like 4
That's
hours.
fairly accurate shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, these guys are really, they like target practicing.
Wow.
And again, when was this launched?
1977, August 20th.
1977.
Like 8:30 in the morning.
12 years ago.
Even as a time of day. That's great.
Well,
Randy.
early in the morning. You always do it in the early morning.
Yeah, Randy, real quick.
Sure.
Any word from Magellan yet?
Magellan is doing wonderful, but the thing you have to realize about Magellan's not going to Venus the direct way. It's taking the long way. It's going to go from Earth, once around the Sun, back to the orbit of the Earth, and the Earth won't be there. And then it's going to go around again, and on that second time, it's going to go to Venus, get to Venus. So
Where's it at right now? On the way to the Sun still?
Yeah, something like that.
so are we.
It's just bopping.
And Galileo, that's coming up soon, huh?
October 12th is when its launch window opens.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. So.
And the Space Telescope?
That got bumped to March of 1990, so that the December 1989, they can have a shuttle available that after it puts up its payload, there's this thing that's going to be falling in called the Long Duration Exposure Facility. It's only supposed to be up there 1 year, and it had all these passive experiments to see how things react to the space environment.
Uh-huh.
They were supposed to get, I mean, they launched in 84, they're supposed to pick it up in 85. This is 1989, you know? So,
yeah.
It's like stuff they forgot.
Lost and found.
Yeah.
It is. Well, okay, thanks, Randy.
Sure thing, guys.
Thanks for taking time out. And, yeah, what month will be a good one for you to come on the show again? I think like October or something?
September, October, and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, guys.
We'll look forward to it.
Right.
Thanks.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great. Randii Wessen of Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who works on the Voyager project.
A Space Weenie.
He was a Space Weenie. Yeah, we didn't have that up. I told you Space Weenie on that graphic there. And we were very lucky to run across Randii Wessen. He's turned out to be a really
He came to our
cool
Christmas
guy.
party.
He came to our QC Christmas party and hung out with Shelley. But
You might have gotten engaged at that party.
where is Shelley? Are you there, Shelley? Are you working on another movie? I know she was working on Ghostbusters too there.
That's
for
right.
a while.
Some work.
Now that the movie's out, you know they say they've already announced that they're going to release that before Christmas.
What?
Ghostbusters 2 on video.
Oh, on video.
On video is what I meant.
No, you didn't say that though.
Well, I know, but they are. What did that say?
Okay.
Anyway, it's always nice to hear from Randy.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
Want to try calling Sal again? Okay.
If anybody's out there and you want us to call somebody for you, maybe a late night wake up call. We can't do an early morning wake up call, but we could maybe just call somebody up and wake them up if you're quite sure that they're sleeping.
Yeah, we'll do a TV telephone prank.
Especially if they have cable, because that way we can put them
Well,
on
let's say the only people we will do it is if they have cable in Covina.
So we can turn.
So at least they can turn it
their
on.
TV on, and
we can like make
that
them
way
mad
they don't come down
at
and
us.
firebomber from office or something.
But right now we're dialing Pacino's.
We've got Pacino.
Hello. Sounds like it. Hello.
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 Yeah.
Can you hear me? I'd like to speak with Sal, please.
This is Sal speaking.
Hi, Sal. My name is Marty Getz, and can I get your permission? You're on a talk show here in Covina on TV.
I can't hear you now.
Okay, Sal, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can better.
Okay, my name is Marty Getz, and I'd like permission to put you on. We're live on a TV talk show here in Covina. Would you like to speak to us, please?
Me right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we are. Well, hi, Sal.
Hi.
Do you live in Covina?
Yes, I do.
Oh, do you have cable?
Do I have cable?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so? Well, I'd go and check your mailbox every once in a while. How's it going? Who do you have over there tonight?
Flashbacks.
Flash?
Flashbacks in the 50s and 60s.
I read, I read in a video magazine that you did an exercise tape with Richard Simmons.
I'm sorry I missed that.
I said I read in a video magazine. I know I have to speak right into my microphone. I read in a video magazine that you did an exercise video with Richard Simmons.
Yes, a couple of years ago I did Richard Simmons and the Silver Foxes, and we just finished another one, Silver Fox 2.
When's that coming out?
With all the celebrity parents.
When's that coming out?
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. When will that be coming out?
Well, it's out right now.
The second one is?
In the process of promoting it right now.
Okay, whose parents besides of course you?
Yes, myself, and there's Dustin Hoffman's dad, Harry Hoffman. There's Stallone's mom, Jackie Stallone, and there's Laurie Williams, Robin Williams' mom.
Mm-hmm. And
Silver Fox 2, Shape Up America.
Okay, is Richard Simmons as goofy as he seems like?
Oh yeah, he's a beautiful guy.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's like that. He's high all the time like that. He's a really nice guy. I had dinner with him last week.
And I hear your son's got a movie coming out soon, huh?
Yes, Sea of Love.
When is that to be released?
Oh, the movie's been finished for a little while, but it should be released within the next couple of months.
Well, that's cool.
Next month, actually.
Sal, are you always working there on Saturday?
Well, I'm usually here, unless I'm. A couple of weeks ago, I was in New York, and I did Good Morning America and Regis Philbin, etc. And unless I'm out on one of the promotions, I'm usually here.
Well, I'd like to invite you to be on our show sometime. We do a show here every Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And if we could, I'd like to talk to you about that.
Okay.
At some point. So I guess I'll just...
Right now.
No, not right now.
All right, yes.
But I guess I'll just call you there some evening.
Fine.
Okay. Again, my name is Marty Getz.
Marty Getz.
Yeah, so... Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And have a good time tonight.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. I can stop leaning down my neck. Well, when,
Okay, that was kind of neat to see Marty like that for a while.
Well, he's in a crowded club. You know how it is in a bar.
My beard's stuck between the buttons of my shirt.
Ouch. Yeah, ouch. It's clipped to my beard.
Hola.
Well, you know how it is in a bar. Yeah. But, oh, that was Sal Pacino. That was nice. Of course, Sal Pacino's father. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Don Ingersoll.
Hi, Don. Don, can you hold on a second?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you want to say?
Other than I have no cable.
Oh. Do you know you're on TV right now?
Hello?
Don? Are you there, Don?
Yeah, I'm there.
Do you know you're on TV right now?
I wish I was.
You are. Your voice is now on TV.
Yeah?
You're called into a live TV show.
What the hell is going on with our cable?
I don't know. We're going to have to put you in touch with somebody who can tell you that.
See, what's the number?
My number?
580.
Hiccup.
What's that?
Nothing.
Yeah, okay. We'll take care of Don. What's the dog guy's? Don
West.
Don West. I saw him at Sizzler like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
You were at Sizzler?
Yeah, we were at Sizzler last night, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah, we got balloons for the kids.
All right.
But sorry for anybody who's experiencing any cable inconveniences. Of course, we don't plan on that because we do a TV show, a TV show, so that
we do kind of a doo-doo TV
you
show.
can enjoy it. But,
sorry, you know what?
President Bush?
Yes.
Has something to do with President Bush?
How did you know? That was, I was
one of
doing
those
that.
things.
Telepathy.
You do a talk show with somebody long enough?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But President Bush has made. His appointees.
Watch for the glitch.
Have been questioned.
There it is.
Every once in a while. All right. Thank you, guys.
That was a Gen Lock glitch, everybody.
People have kind of questioned his appointees.
I know I have.
They're to like ambassadorships and that kind of stuff.
Much to his chagrin.
Typically, and this is even noted in the press, that typically an ambassador is appointed purely on their merit as far as their support, typically financial, in a candidate's
campaign.
Finance campaign.
Name's a little high there.
Lower third, I guess if I could sit up like that, right across the breastplate. Actually, some more of our QC researchers were very hard at work to find out who some of the big-time Bush appointees were.
Oh.
Excuse me. Who some of the big-time Bush appointees were. So right now I want to show you who some of these people were. If we could go ahead and get that on the screen.
We can get a hold of Xavier.
Joy Silverman is the ambassador to Barbados. She has no college degree, and when asked her experience, cited planning and hosting corporate functions.
These are true, right?
These are absolutely
true. We stand on these.
Okay, and the next one is a former Nevada Senator, Schick Heck, nominated as ambassador to the Bahamas. Listed in his qualifications, the lifestyle in the Bahamas is a lot like the lifestyle in Las Vegas.
Hey.
Okay.
Vegas orangutans.
Exactly. Now this one you're going to love. Former Republican National Committee Chairman
Dave,
Peter.
why don't you just read all of these? Go ahead.
You want me to read? You want to read them?
No, go ahead. Read all of them.
Read this one. I want you to read this.
No, you started it. I'll do the next one.
It.
I'll do the next one.
Okay. Former Republican. You can do the ones that never mind. Former Republican National Committee Chairman.
That you don't do, Dave?
Yes, Peter Secchia, who was narrowly confirmed last month as ambassador to Italy, endeared himself to his future hosts by joking that the new Italian Navy boasts of glass-bottom boats so they can see the old Italian Navy. How to win friends and influence people.
This is true.
Now, and also, we here at QC feel, if they can just put these people in these kinds of positions, we had some real good nominees on our own part of who we thought would be good people to send off. So maybe Marty can read those now.
Cincinnati Reds manager Pete Rose, nominated as ambassador to Monaco, cited that being in touch with the gaming industries, he was a sure bet.
Ooh, but I'm fun.
Oh, Pete. Pete, say it ain't so. And
no more?
I guess that's, yeah, we lost the rest of them. There was something like Shirley MacLaine.
She should be a
17th century France.
Yes.
Things like that.
Charles Manson, ambassador to Lebanon.
But most of those, except for the last couple, those are gospel.
Absolute truth.
It's amazing.
The absolute truth.
Is that a phone call?
No, you're wishful thinking. Let's check on the phone people outside real quick. I didn't mean to spit on you, Marty. Go ahead and pull on that, Chuck.
Yeah. You can't see. We gotta get this board
down. You need to take
down.
those boards down. It's easy to just take those boards off there. You get kind of bored doing that kind of stuff too often now. There's the phone folks.
Can Kelly get a shot over there? Can you see? Guess not.
We see a poster on the wall.
Well, anyway, Connell Cablevision.
That's from our
8,000. Get a panning shot there. Oh, there she is. There she is. Nope. Over.
Left.
There's me. Hi.
In the reflection. Well, anyways, that's a look.
Hi, Michelle.
Look in our lobby out there.
Let me. Oh, yeah. Could you? Let me just get that for us.
There you go.
Coming up in.
Housekeeper.
Wow, I was drifting there. Oh, thank you. Is that a caller?
Just feedback for the fun.
Just feedback. Well, that sort of blows this list now. Get rid of that. We do have a call. See? It's a sixth sense. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Oh, we got the same problem here. Hello.
Yeah?
Okay, there you are. Who is this?
This is Robert, of course.
Robert.
Yeah.
How are you, Robert?
I don't know, pretty good.
Shall we call you Bob, Robert?
Oh, no, please don't call me Bob.
Well, let's be formal
Bob is
then.
something you do for apples and
My
Halloween.
name then is Martin.
Martin.
Okay.
You can call me
Martin. Well, not short. But
not short.
I don't know. I wanted to be appointed ambassador to Alaska.
And what are your qualifications, Robert?
Well, most of my exes were like French kissing a husky.
Ooh. Oh. Doesn't sound like safe sex to me, Dave.
No, I don't know.
Okay, with my exes,
Actually,
there's
a dog's saliva is
sex. Well, unless, of course, you count AIDS, herpes, chlamydia, yeast infections.
You know them all, just like that. Just whipping those up.
He does. He knows.
You have any questions about VD? Call Robert.
He runs the gamut.
Reading them off the medical report.
I don't know. That's what.
So what happened to you this week, Robert?
Oh, well, let me see. I had biohazardous waste spill over me, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Biohazardous waste?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, I get that every day when I change diapers, dude.
I don't know. Blood serum?
Blood serum?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you must work in, say, some sort of health facility.
No, it's a laboratory.
Oh,
you're not a rat.
Nothing healthy about that.
Hey, don't worry. It's a major pharmaceutical concern. But, of course, taking concern for the employees, well, they do it.
Are you a regular viewer of Quintessential Covina, Robert?
I'm not a regular anything.
Well, are you a frequent watcher?
Just a freak.
He's a regular.
He's a regular. Wow.
So
you've had, let me see, biochemicals spilled on you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, I don't know. What happened with the mic there? I missed it.
What?
Marty's mic.
Oh, he was talking to Sal Pacino.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was one of these things.
The old church.
Hello, Sal. Is it Sal still there?
Oh, I don't know. If they fixed some of the wires on those headsets, I don't know. Maybe they're having the same problem with the mic.
Yeah.
How's the audio sound out there? Can you hear us okay?
I don't know. Can the people on camera hear you?
Have there been any large industrial noises coming over the air tonight?
60 hertz hum. I spread through on the oscilloscope. It's coming through pretty good.
Okay.
In stereo?
A techie.
I'll just check through your stereo subcarrier here.
Oh,
Nope.
thank you.
No
Not many of our
stereo
viewers
subcarrier.
will do that.
Okay. Well, I got a split. I'm a little loud here.
I got a split too, but that's why I'm sitting this way.
Oh, did you do that again, Marty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Well, thanks for calling, Robert.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
That, of course, was Robert.
If anybody else out there can call in.
What was that? That was another glitch.
We got Chuck in the corner. Hi, Chuck.
Oh, look, it's an inset of Chuck. And let's have an inset of the phone caller.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
This is Carrie's brother.
Carrie's brother.
Yeah.
Jody LaFata.
Yeah.
Oh, what a memory, huh?
Jody, what's going on, dude?
Nothing. We're trying to plan a family vacation.
Where are you going?
What are the prospects? Where do you think you're going?
Probably fishing.
Where?
I don't know.
Fishing. The whole family likes to fish?
Yeah.
The family that fishes together, fill in the blank.
Eats fish together, probably.
Does Dad
Has
take along
seafood.
any RC planes when you go fishing?
No.
Doesn't it have anything that lands in the water and drops
No.
little explosives?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, you know Carrie?
Yeah.
She got a job at McMurphy's.
Really?
Yeah.
The in Covina or they're Wendell?
In Covina.
Covina?
Covina, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. We'll have to look out for her. Does she work Saturdays at all?
No, she just started. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday.
Well, we'll be having a talk with the McMurphy's people
Okay.
real soon. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what's going on? So vacation is coming to a close pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. School's almost here.
What grade you going into?
8th.
8th grade. Boy, that's a change of life right there. 8th grade.
Yeah.
It's like almost in high school. Oh, who is that? I wonder. Well, cool. So when are you going on vacation?
Probably the 13th.
Yeah, for 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What? 1 or 2? That's a question.
About 9 days.
Well,
So kind of in the middle.
Figures.
Yeah, sort of.
Always have to throw us for a loop.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, I have fun.
Yeah.
That's
Will you
great.
bring us a fish if you catch one?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
We do
okay,
appreciate
well say hi to Carrie. Is she there?
No, she's out partying.
Oh, figures. So she's not grounded tonight.
No.
That's good. The cameras are low tonight.
Yeah.
Well, those are my
Nice shoes, Marty.
Da 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 da. But anyway, that's our ode to Fred McMurray for this evening. Well, thanks, Jody.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Have a good evening. Good evening. Well, if we got time for a couple of calls. We're about to go to Jeff's note here real soon.
Hello?
Hello? Oh no! That voice from the past. What is that, Dave? I'm having some trouble here.
It's a TV viewer who is consumed with guilt,
Oh, you
overwhelmed
shouldn't.
with regret.
Jeez, it's like.
How could I have done that? How could I have betrayed you?
I feel bad myself.
I know. Well, I'm back.
Where you been?
I've turned over a new leaf.
What leaf was that?
The one with the bugs on the back.
Oh.
Well, boys,
Going on, Lawrence?
I'm back. Not much. What's happening with you? I missed the beginning of the show. But
Well, we used the old opening for the show with Lark Ellen and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You missed that. I did that just for you guys.
Who are you guys?
You and Robin.
You and Robin.
Oh, well, thank you. Gosh.
Freeman Weiner.
You're welcome, gosh.
F&W.
Well, we love you too.
We need a Freeman Weiner coming up here.
We do?
Weisenheimer.
You mean you're like inviting us?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, then we accept.
It's been long enough, hasn't it?
Wait a second.
Whoa.
No, I got pride.
You gonna put up with that?
I got pride too. And I'm even having you back.
Oh.
So, did you want to question me on any of the momentous events that have been taking place in the world in the last couple
Were
of
you
months?
at Woodstock?
No, I wasn't.
Did you know anybody who was at Woodstock?
No, but I almost went to Chicago.
Well, everybody. Chicago's like the hot city these days. I myself
the
might go.
convention.
The convention.
I almost went.
I know somebody who was at Kent State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at that time, dodging bullets.
Yeah, you're just a little.
I'm just a little bit under
You were
that.
kind of young at the time.
Just not kind of, just a little.
Uh-huh.
Just a little. I just missed that.
Well,
stuff.
those were heady,
I
exciting days.
almost went to Nam. If it hung out for like one more year, I probably would have.
Well, you can go now if you want.
Marty the Deer Hunter, yes.
This would have been a completely different show.
Yeah.
Believe me.
So I think I flipped on this channel in some weeks past, and the show hasn't been on.
It was not on last week, and we had a few shows before
So
that.
I was wondering if you had been on another hiatus.
Just one day.
No, we're debating right now, and we need to take a poll tonight whether we're going to do a show on Labor Day weekend. I don't know what's happening there, whether people are going to be around.
By the way,
I just got a radio show phone.
I saw that article in the Times.
For Kelly?
Yeah, and you know, you all were mentioned and so forth. So I thought that was a lot of recognition.
Well, yes.
It was great.
Well, that's sort of a compliment.
Oh, definitely.
Well, thank you.
I'm getting ready for a big vacation trip.
Where are you going?
You too? You going with the LaFadas?
No.
Oh.
Not going fishing?
No, we're going to New York, New England, and Washington, D.C.
You're flying out there and renting the car or what?
Right.
How
That'll
long?
be fun.
2 weeks.
I went to D.C. last year, excuse me.
We were fortunate. If you recall, back in May, the airlines had a major promotion where kids fly free, so that's why we're going. Made it affordable.
Oh, you bought tickets then?
Yeah. You had to commit yourself.
Sign here. So what's Robin up to?
Well, he's still working on a secret project.
Secret project. When's that going to be done? Jeez.
He's unavailable. And it's
Bay
so
of Pigs
sensitive
didn't
we
take
can't
that
comment on it.
Oh, yeah. The Cuban Missile Crisis didn't take that long.
Well, this is going to be stupendous.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the photos.
Well, he's going to be just overwhelmed with joy when he finds out that we've been invited to do a report. So,
Hey, call me during the week if I don't get a hold of you, okay? Because the next couple of weeks, I want a free.
Well, I mean, you want it soon, huh?
Yeah, because
it shouldn't be too ponderous. I mean, that to me it wastes it. If you put too much thought, too much effort, too much time into something, you tend to wet it down.
Is that a criticism, an implied criticism there?
No, not at all.
It's just
past performance.
That's
just a little helpful hint.
That's just the way I feel. That's the way we do the show.
I feel we're very much unappreciated by the Covina populace.
Well, we're here every week. We get that same feeling. But hey, look, here we are.
You just got to learn to take the abuse.
Lights come up. We're here.
Okay.
So, I mean, geez, if you can't do that 2 or 3 times in your life, come on.
Okay, yeah, my goodness, you're taking abuse every week, and
Exactly.
here I am complaining.
Exactly.
Just taking abuse occasionally.
What a crybaby.
Don't you feel bad now?
I'm overwhelmed with regret, guilt.
Yeah. I saw on VH1 they have one of those milestone things, and I saw Spiro Agnew. I always have to chuckle when I see Spiro Agnew. He had a way with words.
Yeah, I think my favorite quote of
nattering nabobs.
Yeah, nattering nabobs of negativism.
That's one of my favorites too. I have it on the inside of my tennis shoe here.
Really?
Well, yeah.
What good does it do you over there?
Well, it's just a constant reminder.
Oh.
Well, anyway, thanks, Larry.
Well, it's
Lawrence,
good talking to you boys. And
well, you know, what's going on? Let's talk more often.
Okay.
You're one of the founding fathers.
I've fallen away, but I'm back.
Yeah.
And I'm making a firm commitment to watching the show every week.
Okay.
As
yeah.
long as I'm
if you're going to miss it, tape it. And of course, QC will be available at your local video stores soon. So don't worry.
Are you serious?
Oh, very. We've just signed a deal with UA.
Fantastic.
I think they're not going to be over $19.95, are they, Dave? I think the suggested retail price. Probably you could get them for $17 at Target or something.
Okay, very good. I'll be looking for them.
Yeah, so will we.
So will we.
Perhaps there'll be some residuals involved. For
and I think Nick at Night soon. I'm going to be on Nick at Night.
Okay. Repeats, yeah. Cut down to a half an hour.
Cut down to a half hour. That's serious editing. Well, okay. Well, thanks, Lawrence.
Okay.
Thank you for
calling. Good night,
calling.
gentlemen. Have a good evening.
You too.
Okay.
Mr. Casual.
Bye-bye.
Well, I think it's time to head over to Jeff's note.
It's time we headed over to Jeff's note. Where did I hear that? And Jeff is on tape tonight. Do we even see you tonight, Jeff? No, we don't even see Jeff tonight. I think we just hear him one or two places. But we have what's the interview we have?
I didn't put my call through.
Faith No More.
Faith No More. Oh, hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Who's this?
This is Carrie.
Carrie, where are you? I heard you were partying.
No, they broke it up.
Oh, what? Who? The police?
Yeah.
Really?
So.
Where was this?
Off of Grand, like by the Capri Deli out that way.
By the Capri Deli?
Yeah.
Good sandwiches.
Yeah, McMurphy's.
They used to have
better.
over there. Vince Bellomo used to be there.
Oh, okay.
Next door.
Hey, I got a job.
Yeah, I heard McMurphy's, huh?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's pretty wild over there.
Is it?
Yeah, I like it.
That's why they're one of our favorite sponsors.
No, it's pretty neat. A lot of different people come in.
We need a little bit of volume, please.
So what's up?
I don't know. We just talked to your brother.
Oh no.
Yeah. Shut up. He called in, and that was probably the one of the best phone calls we've had in a long time.
Oh really?
Yeah, you're going on vacation. Did you know that?
No, I'm not going.
You're not going?
I'm working.
Oh, geez, you can't get all that good fishing in?
No. Oh.
Party at LaFada's house. Huh?
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Will you be home by yourself then?
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say that.
I'm gonna have my own party.
No, there'll be dogs and
guns,
big people there.
Tanks and stuff there.
No, they'll be gone.
Oh, that's too bad. You're not going on vacation.
Well, I gotta work.
We need volume, please, and quit talking in there.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Stop it.
It's getting too crowded in the control room.
But.
Well, what school's coming up for you too soon, huh?
Yeah, I got senior pictures and concerts and all kinds of stuff.
Concerts?
Yeah.
To go to or play in?
Yeah, I got tickets for The Cure.
Oh.
I got floor seats, third row from the stage.
Did you know I'm Mr. Casual tonight?
I saw that.
Yeah, I just discovered that.
You look like Mr. Casual.
Yeah, I just discovered that
Where's
myself.
your son?
Oh, well, were you watching 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, when he was going crazy.
Oh, that's right. Well, he's fine.
Oh, that's good.
He's fine. He's chilled out a little bit now.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think he's watching at this point, but I think he saw the beginning of the show.
Oh, okay.
But he's fine. Thank you for asking. And of course, Monday is my daughter's birthday and my anniversary, mine and my wife's anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary and birthday.
So, thank you.
So when does Barry get his own hidden camera show? That was pretty neat, that little thing.
Quentin Holmes?
Yeah, that was cool.
Got to see me.
Totally hidden camera.
Completely hidden.
Completely hidden camera.
You should give him his own show. That's pretty cool.
Well, we might. We're under negotiations right now, and of course that would be our third spin-off.
Yeah.
Well, if Barry would get off his lazy butt and do something every once in a while, we could have it.
Yeah.
Don't you mean big lazy butt?
Big lazy butt.
Okay. We've got to be fair about this. If I'm going to get crap from Dave. Well, Carrie, we got to go to Jeff's note.
Okay.
So thanks.
Oh yeah. Talk to you later. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Okay. Well, let's roll that Jeff thing right now. Oh, okay. We'll take one quick phone. One. Count them. One more call. Okay. It's Al, right? Hey, it's Jim Patrick. Hey, everybody. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Oh, can we get some volume? Third time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, who is this?
I can't hear myself on TV.
Well, there you go. Who is this?
This is Thomas.
Thomas?
Uh-huh.
Everybody's so formal tonight. What's going on, Thomas?
Oh, you call me Tommy.
Okay, Tommy.
Okay, there you go. I have a question about the cable thing. Cable service.
Service?
Not the service itself, but why don't you guys offer the Bon Jovi concert Russian thing that everybody else is offering?
Well, what I want to know is Tommy. Why aren't we getting Tommy?
I don't know.
Oh, you're not allowed
You'll have to call Friend Alatch. Call Friend Alatch.
No, don't call Friend.
Oh, don't call Friend Alatch.
No, we've offered some some of the smaller pay-per-views. We're not technically set up to offer pay-per-view on a more impulsive basis, except for very large special events like some of the wrestling and the major fights. We're experimenting with some new technology, and hopefully, right after the first year, we're going to be looking at
a cup and
adding
string
new stuff. What?
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go for that little note thing you guys are going to do there.
That's Jeff's note, Tommy.
Jeff's note. Sorry, Jeff. I just got one more comment to make. The poster behind you, tape heads.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I just want to say to your viewers that would be a very good movie to rent or buy. I saw it the other day.
It's uneven. It has a lot of good stuff in it, but it's not, as a movie as a whole. I can't recommend it as a movie, but there's a lot of funny bits in there.
No, it was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow.
Well, thanks, Tommy.
Okay, thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Tommy, can you hear me? How come I want Tommy? I guess we're going over to Jeff's house
We're
for
going to
that.
see that at Jeff's, yeah.
I'll take my VCR over there. Okay, I guess now. No?
This is a special car?
Oh, this is a special call? What's the deal? I guess we'll eventually get Jeff's note in.
Maybe we'll get some volume, too.
Sounds like...
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Margaret. How are you?
Hi.
The Wolf.
Hey, guess what? I have a special surprise for you.
Is this your brother?
That's right.
All right, what's his name?
His name is Dan.
Are you watching?
Yes, we are.
Okay, where are you?
We're at home right now. We just got home.
You got cable now?
Marty, I've had it since January.
Since January?
Yeah. But we just got home.
What'd you do tonight?
We spent all day at the beach.
Which one?
Well, let's see. At Venice, and then we went up the coast a bit to Santa Monica, hung out around there, and went.
Okay.
Well, yeah, actually, we did have a good time. We're a little bit sunburned and a little bit hot, but I'll turn you over to my brother. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, Marty, how you doing?
Hey, okay. Where do you live in Nebraska?
Well, we moved from Nebraska out to Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're the Washington one.
Yeah, we've been out there for about a month now, working in the Pentagon.
In the Pentagon. Is this something you can discuss?
Well, to a certain extent, I guess.
I heard it's something to do with a 3-letter program.
Well, it is with the SDI program.
He said it.
That's right.
Yeah. And do they hate calling it Star Wars?
No, not necessarily.
Oh,
not necessarily.
I heard some brass doesn't like calling it that. So, well, that's, somebody has to work on SDI, I guess.
That's right.
You're one of them.
I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good deal. What the deal is, me and a couple of my buddies that are out here with me.
We get big lasers and.
Well, here's the story. See, we just got commissioned as second lieutenants into the United States Air Force.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And what we're doing is waiting to go to pilot training. And there is a lag time in between the time that we get commissioned and the time that we do go to pilot training, and we got this opportunity to go out to the Pentagon and work with this program. So naturally, we jumped on it.
Yep.
It's a pretty good deal.
How long will you be working on it, Dan?
Well, me and another buddy will be going to pilot training on 8th February. That's our report date. And then another one, Jody Mahler, he'll be going in May. So he'll be out there for quite a while.
Yeah, you got a little bit of time. That should be exciting.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Well, good luck.
All right.
Too much fun. Is it just like No Way Out at the Pentagon?
Well, I'll tell you what, we've been there for about a month now. And, yeah, we found one way out. We came out to L.A., That's about the best way we could find.
Yeah. Well, no sign of Yuri or anything, right?
What's that?
No sign of Yuri anywhere?
No.
Okay. Dan, we're going to have to, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to go.
Hey, well, that's just fine. Marty and Dave, it's been a real pleasure talking with you.
Well, we'd sure like to meet you. How long are you going to be around?
We're going to be leaving. Well, our flight is out of here at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Well,
so
see ya.
You probably won't,
Nice to meet you. I'll just be rolling out about
that. We get up with the sun, fellas.
Okay. Well,
Marty gets up with his son.
I get up with my son and daughter.
I see.
So, well, you have some sister.
Yeah, I'll tell you. She's one in a million.
Yeah, she sure is. I'd put a higher figure on that. But, okay, well, thanks.
All right, nice talking with you, gentlemen. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye. See you, Margaret. So, it's time to get Jeff's note in. Okay, well, here's Jeff's note, and we'll see you for like a minute after that. Okay. Well, as in live television, the way things usually go, we've made a couple changes. We were going to show you a video, but instead, we're going to show you Jeff's concert calendar for this week.
This is cool. You'll like this.
So, here you go. Yeah, he did a good job in it.
Well, we need to stretch.
Oh, well, in a few moments. I don't mean right now.
I got to stretch, buddy.
But if
we probably have time to take a call.
We probably have time to take a call because we have 7 minutes or so. Concert calendar will take about a minute and a half. So if I know there was a call that we didn't get in. If you'd like to call back, I heard it was God, but I'm not sure. What's that? Phones are off? Phones are off, so don't bother. Don't dial. I'm sorry. 967-7353 is not the number to call right now because you'll just get a recording. Okay, so I guess we're
Now it's time for another
ready?
QC concert calendar. Starting out on Sunday, the 13th, it's Bang Tango at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano. On Monday, it's Julian Lennon, John's son. Yes, Julian at the Wiltern for one night only. And on Tuesday, the 15th, it's 10,000 Maniacs. Not 9,999, but 10,000 Maniacs at the Greek Theater. Natalie Merchant, yes. And on Wednesday, the 16th, it's The at the Roxy. Oh boy. And on Thursday, the 17th, is Ray Manzarek at Cafe Largo. A rare performance by Ray. And rounding out the week, on Friday the 18th, it's This Note's for You, Neil Young at the Pacific Amphitheater. And that's it for another QC concert calendar.
Good Woodstock commemorative background there, Jeff.
Psychedelic.
Yeah, real psychedelic. Wavy gravy sort of thing. So that's, as I said, it's too bad we can't take a call.
We can take the sponsor. We should show the sponsor reel again. Before we go.
Yeah, the sponsor reel, I guess, is the thing that would happen now. But we want to before we forget. We want to thank everybody who's watched this evening, and everybody, especially who's called and spoken to this interesting talk show. And Dan Wolf. Have fun at the Pentagon. Don't screw anything up, okay? We're dependent on you. What? We're ready? You can talk. It's okay. It's not like wouldn't you?
All of us here at Quintessential Covina would like to thank the following Covina businesses for the use of their products in exchange for promotional consideration. Midnight Impressions at 1005 Foothill Boulevard. 818-969-3774 for their great t-shirts. Covina Cinema, 104 North Citrus Avenue in Covina, 818-915-1301. Private Beach Tanning Salon, 228 North Citrus Avenue in Covina, 818-339-5461. Carl's Jr. on Roland and 2nd Avenue in Covina, famous for their hamburgers, french fries, and much more. Finally, McMurphy's for eating and drinking, 818-915-7726.
Dave and I are just playing the TV home version of Win, Lose, or Draw over here.
Okay, Marty,
what did this thing come in?
Somebody
it's
brought it.
Man.
It's a man? It's a man?
Man bites dog.
No.
Man on the moon. Man overboard. Man, oh man. Man of war. It's a horse. It's a sea. Man of the sea. Old man of the sea. Man dead in the middle of the road. Mandingo. Man, that's weird. What? Man? Hitchhiking. Man at the side of the road. Man at the side of the road.
What haven't we had on the show for quite a while? What is this?
A guest.
What is that? What's that?
Man in the street.
Thank you very much.
It's not in the street. He was on the edge of the street. That's why I didn't get it, Andrew.
They got
Don't give me that look.
See it.
You,
they got it and they didn't even see it.
You and Barry won't be here next week because you'll be out
vacation request.
Vegas. You're Vegas orangutans.
Yeah.
You guys.
It must be rough.
But well.
Finally, Kelly gives
us
coup de grace there.
Wrap it up, guys. Yeah. Well, thanks, Covinuts.
For watching.
For
if
watching.
Anybody is watching.
Dave seemed to think the show dragged, but not me. I think, and I've been getting a lot of good comments about my segues this evening.